Hey guys, I'm Preston.
And I'm Krista. Thank you so much for joining us again. If you're new to our channel, welcome!
Welcome. We're two people from New York who love to travel, eat, and create memorable experiences.
And we recently just completed an itinerary challenge video series where we spent 2 weeks across 4 different Hawaiian islands. If you haven't seen those, make sure you check them out.
Definitely please check them out. So we thought for this video it would be a really cool idea to show you our favorite moments from Maui, the third island that we visited, and why they really stood out to us.
We really hope that you enjoyed this video and you can use it as an additional resource for your future travel plans.
Shall we get started?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. So one of our favorite moments that we did in Maui was a really cool hiking trail called Keonehe'ehe'e Trail, which is an 11-mile out and back trail located at the summit of Haleakala National Park. So one of the coolest things about this hike is that it is unlike anything we've ever done before. Walking down, you almost feel like you're on an alien planet, just looking around and absorbing the beauty and the uniqueness of this dormant volcano. When we got started, we were actually only able to do 1 mile one way due to really heavy and unexpected fog and clouds coming in, completely obstructing our view. A little bit bummed. We still had a great workout, so we decided to get on with our day, turn around and go all the way back up. If you're planning on doing this hike and you're an experienced hiker, a little bit more than we are, it's actually 4 miles down all the way to the crater floor. And then when you get down, you can actually hike an additional 2 to 5 miles to different cabins and different viewpoints and overlooks looking into the crater floor of the volcano, which is supposed to be really, really cool. Also keep note that the cabins are super high in demand, so make sure that you book them weeks or sometimes months in advance so that when you get there you can actually have a place to stay if that's what you're doing. But all in all, whether you're looking for a really cool day trip or a multi-day camping or hiking extravaganza, this hiking trail is really for anybody. When you're all the way up there, altitude sickness is a common thing. So I know that when we went there, Krista experienced a little bit of herself, felt a little dizzy, a little disoriented.
And then KK is getting delirious from the high altitude. So we might not make it to the hike. We might not make it back to the mountain or to the hotel or to New York. You're staying right here. Bye. Bye. Bye.
And that happens to a bunch of people apparently, so please make sure you plan accordingly and hike with caution. If you have any respiratory diseases or illnesses or you're pregnant, please make sure that you seek counsel beforehand. Other than that, it's such a great experience to go with friends and family, really just soak in a one-of-a-kind experience hiking in a volcano, which is the coolest thing ever. One more thing is that day passes are about $25 per vehicle, so make sure you do have cash handy so that you have no obstacle blocking your trip. All in all, it was a really cool experience, even though we experienced only a snippet of it, and next time we're back, we're looking forward to soaking in and doing the whole experience.
Another favorite moment was getting lunch at the Mill House. It's a restaurant and bar located in the heart of the Maui tropical plantation, surrounded by farmland, and sits within the center of the Waikapu Valley. The Mill House exemplifies innovative farm-driven dining, and they create dishes that are fresh, light, and feature unique blend of local produce and proteins. If you actually check out this hillside, you might be able to catch Texas longhorns grazing on the native grasses. The chef de cuisine, Taylor Pont, was actually born and raised on Maui, so he uses his knowledge of the island's mixed cultures and incorporates that to craft delicious dishes. For example, we had the kimchi bao buns that were $16. We also had the harissa chickpea cakes that were $8. And finally, we tried the miso glazed eggplants that were $12. What we loved about our lunch at the Mill House was the tranquility of the environment with the waterwork, the rustic iron millwork decorations, and the soaring mountains and our views as we ate. It created a lovely backdrop for us to appreciate the love and the craft that went into preparing the food in this oasis-like environment where they aim to reflect and honor the mixed cultures of the island.
Another really cool experience that we did was the Eco Skyline Haleakala Sunrise Biking and Zipline Adventure. This is one for the books for us. We actually had to wake up at 1:30 in the morning to get picked up by a bus at 2 in the morning that took us all the way to a facility where they were able to give us jackets and gloves and headwear, and then continue to take us up all the way to the summit where we stood and soaked in the beautiful sunrise on top of Haleakala National Park. One of the things that we did want to share with you is that obviously it does get pretty cold up there, even though they did give us clothes and gloves to wear. If you have other jackets, if you have other sweaters, if you have other towels or blankets, bring them with you because it was actually pretty cold. After the sunrise experience, they then take you to another part of the mountain where you can load up, put on a helmet, and get on really cool bikes to then zoom down as fast as you want, 21 different switchbacks, overlooks, and viewpoints till you get to the base. When you then get to the bottom of the mountain, you're then able to explore and have so much fun on their 5 zipline course where you can fly through trees, fly over 90-foot drops, and sometimes go as fast as 45 miles an hour. One of the coolest things about this experience was that at the zipline, huge shout out to Kevin and Chauncey. These guys are super positive, super kind, very supportive, so that when you're scared or you need a little push, they were there to help you to feel completely at ease and just have a blast. One of the things to keep in mind is that it is a little bit expensive. We actually paid about $250 per person. Yes, pretty expensive, but we figured that you only live once, and if you're in Maui, might as well just soak in and do the full experience, and it was completely worth it. After the whole experience, yes, you do wake up early, but then they actually drop you off back at the hotel around noon, so you still have a whole day to get on with whatever you have planned and enjoy whatever fun attractions and activities that Maui has to offer you. But man, ziplining, biking, and seeing a sunrise in one morning, totally the best way to start a day.
Finally, another favorite moment was embarking on the iconic and famous Hawaiian road trip, the Road to Hana. We spent the whole day to embark on this trip from Kahului to Hana and then finally to the Kipahalu area within the Haleakala National Park. If you wanted to do this entire road trip non-stop, it would take you 50 miles from Kahului to Hana and another additional 11 miles from Hana to the Kipahalu area. So all in all, non-stop driving, that would take you between 2 to 2.5 hours. The reason why the driving time can seem so long if you do non-stop, it's because there are narrow, winding, hairpin curves. So we recommend you take time to visit the different attractions along the way, which is what really makes the Road to Hana so magical. You can see things like the Wailua Falls, the black sand beaches at Waianapanapa State Park, or also try the refreshing coconut ice cream at Coconut Glens, or dig into the sumptuous and warm, freshly made banana bread at Aunt Sandy's. The wonderful thing about the Road to Hana is depending on how much time you decide to devote to it, you can really pick and choose the different sites and customize your trip based on your interests. We devoted one day to see as much as we could along the way, and honestly that wasn't enough time to admire and soak in all the sites. So for us, we would definitely stay overnight, one day or even 2 nights at Hana, so we could take more time at each of the sites along the way and not get caught in a situation where we have to rush back home at pitch dark in a torrential rainfall, which is really scary trying to navigate those narrow hairpin turns. With only less than a day on the Road to Hana, we can really see that it is truly an epic road trip, and we absolutely need to go back and spend more time at each of the attractions we've been to, but also go to the other attractions that we weren't able to do along the way. We hope you found the video helpful and enjoyable. Also, drop us a comment down below and let us know some of your favorite moments from your past travels to Maui.
And if you haven't done so already, guys, please don't forget to like the video, subscribe, and click the notification bell so you know when the next video drops.
Also, thank you again for joining us and watching this video, and
we'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.
Helpful and...
You got a very slow start there. One of our favorite moments in Maui was... Why are you laughing? Haleakala National Park. I just look at you and I start laughing. Okay, hold on. Stop.